Let's start by standing up nice and tall. I'm speaking in a slightly more quiet voice rather than shouting at you because I should have a microphone here. And there's two little people up in bed. So fingers crossed we don't get any unexpected guests. So stand up nice and tall, shoulders back. Let's look from side to side with your head over each shoulder. Squeeze those tummy muscles on, pull your belly button in towards the spine. And just roll that neck side to side. And then come back to the middle and take your ear down to your shoulder on each side. So feeling that nice stretch down the side of the neck. Feeling those crunches, creaks and crackles, release them. And then come back to center and take your chin down towards your chest and your head back. And then back to the center, over to one side, semicircles along the chest or wherever you can reach with your neck and your chin. So chin's drawing that line all the way across and up, and then all the way back and back up to the middle. So just working through any creaks, crunches, crackles, making it a little bit bigger each time if you can. And then one more, bring it back in, make it nice and even, and then bring your head back to the middle. Take your chin to the chest, head back, relax that jaw, keep pulling the shoulders back and down. And then we're going all the way to the chest with the chin, and we're going for a half circle on one side and a half circle back in. Same on the other side, half out and half back. Keep changing sides. Roll that neck, squeeze that tummy, and then come back to the middle. And then those who want to progress it a little bit further, head back all the way around nice and slowly. And then back in. And take it back out. And back in. One more each way, all the way out. Just keep breathing and all the way back in. Bring your head back to the middle, let your eyes reset, roll those shoulders out. Let's have a bit of a march. Get the blood pumping a little bit and get you a little bit warmer. So try and mobilize the joints, get the heart beating a little bit faster. Take your shoulders back and then bring those knees up a little bit. So just a little bit of a lift to the front. Squeeze that core and then flick those heels a little bit to the back. And then back to center. Take it a little bit faster if you want to. So pump those arms, squeeze that tummy. Back stays nice and straight. And then we're going to bring those knees all the way up to the front. Just taking them through that full range of movement. And then heels all the way up towards your bum. Nice and soft on these toes. And back to the center. Pedal out those legs, march it out, whatever works for you, and hold it there. So we're going to take it onto the mat to start with, or onto the floor. And we're going to start with more of an abs focus today. Just see, hopefully you've not. Okay, so bring those knees up into your chest, give your back a nice roll. And from there, we're going to put the feet down onto the floor. And we're going to slide the hands up the knees, up the thighs to the knees. So let's go for 10 of those. We're warming up those abs as well. So 3, 4, nice big reach. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to move up, warm up a different part of the abs. So point those toes, bring the feet up off the ground, push your knees away, and then you can put the hands to the sides or up into the air or across the chest. And then we're just going to tap those toes. So we're starting with one tap. So that's 4, 5, 6. Tap a little bit further if you feel brave. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back to the center, squeeze those knees again there, and then we're going to bridge for 10. So we're just using our exercises as part of our warm-up. So scoop, lift, and roll those hips. Squeeze the bum cheeks, take it up and over, hold, and then bring it back down, unroll that spine, bring the arms back, and then start it all over again. So scoop, lift, and roll, squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your tummy, and then take it down nice and slow. Number 3, just stretching the body through these movements as well. 4, 5, 6, squeezing the tummy muscles all the way through, squeeze the bum cheeks, 7, keep breathing, 8, last couple, 9, not too fast on the down, just fight gravity if your body starts to fight you, and 10. So come on down, squeeze those knees, take a nice big release, roll the back. And then we're going to come onto the belly to do some Supermans. So we've been doing a lot of dorsal raises. Today's going to be Superman. So body nice and long, arms nice and long, point those toes, nose to the floor. And we're coming up with one arm and one leg and back down. So same on the other side, up and back down. Try not to bend your knees. Try and keep those legs nice and long. So let's go for 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Take a child's pose, stretch. And then let's go back round again. So I think I might have just batteries might have just died. So let me just pop these out so I don't keep talking into them. Feeling a little bit warmer than you were at the beginning. So onto your back again, squeeze those knees, roll out your back and breathe. Okay, let's go back through those exercises for a bit longer this time. So let's keep building as we go. So let's have 30 seconds on the timer to do those again. So probably, in fact, let's go for the full minute because I think those 10s probably took about 30 seconds. So starting with our half sits, you can upgrade those to a full sit. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So neck in line with the spine, tap those knees, look at the ceiling all the way through. If you want to up the challenge, come all the way up into that full sit up and back down. Don't get too comfy on the floor. Nice big range of movement. Big squeeze up, slow squeeze down. You can bring your hands forward if you're struggling, or you can go back to the half sits. Halfway there. Big squeeze up, slow squeeze down. Squeeze those tummy muscles, blow out through the lift and breathe in through the lower. Make sure it's your tummy muscles doing the lifting, not your back. 15 seconds. And take it down, squeeze those knees. We're going to switch the bridge in here at this point so we don't injure ourselves and get a little bit of rest between the two. So a minute on the timer again, going straight into those bridges. Make it as tricky as you need. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So scoop, lift and roll those hips, squeeze your bum cheeks up to the top, tip the arms up and over, and then fight gravity on the way back down. Unroll the pelvis and take it back up again. So squeeze in those bum cheeks up to the top, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your tummy muscles, and try and take away any stability that the arms are providing if you want the challenge.
So if you're feeling really wobbly, hands wide, maybe hands closer to your bum to make it a bit harder, and then fingers into the collarbones. Halfway there on that timer. Just move your body closer to your feet if you find yourself traveling. Scoop, lift and roll it up, control it down. Exhale with a lift, inhale with a lower. Squeeze those bum cheeks tighter every time and hold it there. Squeeze those knees into your chest. Well done. So now we're pushing those legs away. So we're going to upgrade these this time to make it much trickier. So instead of just one toe tap, we're going to go for 3. So we're going to tap a bit further away, and then tap even further. So I like to do close floor tap, further away floor tap, and then air tap. Feel the tummy muscles work a lot harder, but if it gets too much, reduce your numbers of taps or reduce the distance. So 3, 2, 1, off we go there. So 3 taps if you can, and then slide that leg back in. Push the other one away, and then 3 taps again. Squeeze the tummy, press your back into the floor, and just take your time. It's not a race, it's not a rush. Just feeling those abdominals under a little bit more strain. Exhale through the work. Inhale when those limbs come back in. Halfway there on the timer, squeeze your knees whenever you need that release. You can get rid of the arms, and just work the legs to take a little bit of strain off if you want to. Or you can keep that challenge up for the last 13 seconds. Keep gritting those teeth, working those tummy muscles, pushing you back into the floor and breathing. Perfect. And back to the center, squeeze those knees, take a nice release. So you probably felt your thighs working as well as your tummy muscles on that. Okay. Roll onto your bellies. Back to, so this time we've got the choice of the Superman or the tabletop. I'm going to give you the tabletop, and I'm going to give you an upgrade if you want it. So if you're happy with the Supermans and the challenge they provided, stick with them. If you want the tabletop, come on up to all fours, box shape with the hands and legs. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll take your one arm, one leg away. And then from there, we're going to take them slightly out to the side and then back into the middle. And then the same on the other side. So it goes out, squeeze out to the side a little bit, squeeze back in and release. Child's pose anytime it gets too tricky, and a minute on the timer. So 3, 2, 1, off we go there. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, opposite arm, opposite leg, nice long line. Take them out to the side a little bit, squeeze them in, and come back to the middle. Take your time. Flatten out that back, so nice long line. Squeeze it out to the side, feel it bite in your bum, and then bring it back in. If it's too easy and you're feeling brave, try and go a little bit further. Try and go to 3 and 9 on the clock. So just keep changing sides, squeezing it out, squeezing it in, and back to the middle. So keep your abs engaged, keep a neutral spine. Just keep breathing. Elbows stay soft, not locked. 10 seconds now. Nearly there. And hold it there. Take a child's pose stretch. And breathe. Well done. Okay. Let's go around those again. And once we finish this lap, we'll change and have some new exercises. So back onto your back. In fact, grab a drink if you need to first. And a quick swig. Get ahead for the day on your water intake. Give those knees a squeeze when you're on your back. And then it's back to those sit-ups again, or half sits. So knees bent up, feet flat on the floor. A minute on the timer. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So we can tap the knees, we can squeeze all the way up, leading with the hands. We can fight gravity on the way down, whatever works for you. Big exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Squeeze those tummy muscles, keep breathing, and just keep lifting and lowering. Embrace that core, keep it nice and strong. "25 seconds left. So nice big lift and nice and slow and controlled on the lower. Remember, if those half sits feel better or feel harder, stick with those. So tap those knees, look at the ceiling, and just keep it going there. Whichever one works for you. It can be the easier sit up and the harder roll back. Whatever you find the biggest challenge and the best challenge for you, hold it there. Give those legs a nice squeeze, take a release. And then feet back to the floor, ready to bridge again. So knees bent up, hands by your bottom, ready to scoop, lift and roll. And take those hands up and over. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So squeeze those bum cheeks, take your arms up and over, squeeze your tummy muscles, and then control it back down. Keep your hands there if you want to, or you can bring them into your collarbones. Just keep lifting and lowering. If you fancy an upgrade, I want you to come onto them tiptoes and squeeze into a calf raise at the same time. Take it back down all the way and squeeze back up as you roll up. So we're working the calves, the glutes, the tummy muscles and the thighs. So squeeze onto those tiptoes. Keep bracing those tummy muscles. Make sure the hips are lifting and lowering at the same rate. Exhale with your lift. 15 seconds left. Inhale with your lower. And I want you to release.
15-second Excel timer.
No.
Starting now.
I can't get rid of him. And hold it there. So what I was trying to say before Siri jumped in was to take the calf stretch off every time, so we're not turning it into an isometric exercise that's going to push your heart rate and your blood pressure up. So squeeze those knees, take a release, roll your back. And then we're back to those toe taps again. So remember, make them as easy or as tricky as you need them to be. So into position, ready. 3, push those knees away, point the toes, or you can flex the heels and you can dig the heel instead of the toe, it's up to you. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So tap, 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 and back in. Try and keep those legs nice and strong, tap, 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 and back to the center. See, I'm keeping my legs in that 90-degree position at the knee, if I can. Keep a check on it, using your camera, or using any reflective surfaces around the room. Keep correcting posture, brace that core, keep upping that challenge, really lengthening those legs away from your body. Squeeze your tummies, your thighs, and your bum. Almost there, 15 seconds left. Keep bracing those tummy muscles, keep breathing. 7 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. Squeeze back to the middle. Take a nice release for that lower back and squeeze your knees into your chest. Well done. You're still waking up too, don't worry. A little bit more left. And then you can have a good breakfast. Okay, so we're going back to our tabletops. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're doing that tabletop clock kind of movement. So we're taking the limbs out to the side to get the hips and the shoulders working a bit harder. Even though it's legs, bums and tums, a bit of bonus shoulders there. So digging your toes, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So all the way out, squeeze it out to the side, squeeze it back in and release. Change sides, point the fingers, point the toes, take it out, bring it back, squeeze your abdominals. Nose points to the floor, neck in line with the spine. Exhale out. Or exhale through the hardest work. Correct that posture. And inhale as the limbs come back in. If them legs are getting heavy, feel free to take that movement out and just go for normal tabletops, just like so. 18 seconds left though, so push yourself within your own limits. Keep breathing, keep squeezing, watch that balance. Notice when I look at you, that's when my balance goes to pop. So nose to the floor, neck in line with the spine. Squeeze your tummy, thighs and bum and hold it there. Take a release and breathe. So we've had lots of upgrades today to work on both mentally and physically. Let's move on to something a bit more simple to finish. So we're going to go for some legs. Clicky knees. So we're going to go for some squats or lunges. So like before, we can use a chair for our squats. Make sure if you use the chair, you've got that 90-degree bend at the knee, your feet nice and flat on the floor. And if you've got a chair that's lower than your knees, that's going to be an extra challenge. So squeezing up and sitting back down, trying not to get too comfortable before you move back up again. If you want to go for the lunges, if your knees are okay, we're stepping forwards, dropping down to 90 degrees at the knees, pushing back and changing sides. So you choose the exercise that works best for you. Make sure you stand nice and tall on both shoulders back, chest open, abs engaged. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm going to go for these lovely chair squats today. So working both sides evenly at the same time, nice and slow and controlled. And it's a little bit easier because both legs are lifting the body weight, where on the lunges, it's one leg at a time. So if you're like me, you're feeling a bit fatigued, you've had a busy week, worked your body hard, just listen to your body. Making it that little bit easier, but still doing something is better than taking a day off. Halfway there, unless you really need to take the day off, that is. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your bum cheeks, squeeze your thighs, all the way to the top, and then nice and slowly back down. Don't lean on those knees, they're working hard enough as it is. And if you feel gravity pulling you down a bit quick, fight it, take it slower on the next one, and then a nice energetic squeeze up. Watch these knees are not tracking inwards. They should be staying over the feet, not pushing in and not pushing out. And hold it there, shake it off. Quick drink. Keep your legs moving this time. Okay, this time, got one more exercise for you and then we're going to do those again. We're going to work the hip flexors, the thigh and the bum. So we're going to stand tall, hands on the hips, feet flat on the floor, and we're going to bring the leg up, flex the heel, bring it down and squeeze back to switch on that glute. I want you to put your hand on it to make sure it does squeeze. So we're going to go for a minute on each leg and it's going to work the supporting leg quite a lot. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So bring it up, control it down, squeeze it back, and then back up again. So you can hold on to a wall if you need to. Just keep changing, lifting and lowering, squeezing backwards and forwards. Touch on if you need to stabilise. Just feel that supporting leg, making its adjustments to keep you upright. So it might be shaking a little bit or twitching, and that's just all the different muscles working together to stop you from falling over. So it's a good want to practice. Whether that's with a movement like this or whether that's just holding the leg up off the ground and making it work that way, excuse me. So I'm going to grab some support because I start to go wobbly. Squeeze back, switch on that bum, up to the front, and back to the bottom. And back to the middle, change sides. Exactly the same again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So up to the front and squeeze to the rear. Keep breathing, keep squeezing, keep lifting and lowering. Stand nice and tall, switch on those tummy muscles. Keep checking the glute is squeezing like you're telling it to. Head up, neck in line with your spine. Halfway there. Get some support if you're starting to wobble too much. 20 seconds. Ten seconds now. 5, 4, 3. Careful not to lean forward. 2, 1, and hold it there. Shake off those legs and then come back to your squats or your lunges, whatever it was you chose before. I've just realised I'm so far away. I don't really need to be. Okay, so same again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So big squeeze up. If you struggle with these, you can push it up off the chair with both hands to give yourself an extra bit of lift, and you can even catch yourself on the way down, as long as you're keeping that posture, keeping your back nice and straight, whatever works for you. To remove the temptation of the arms, bring them into your collarbones, fingertips to collarbones, tuck those elbows in, and just lift and lower using all those leg muscles. Halfway there already. Head up, neck in line with the spine. Squeeze your tummy, thighs and bum. Try not to let those knees track inwards. Nice big exhale through your lift. Inhale as you lower. 10 seconds in single figures. And hold it there, shake it off, and grab another drink. That one gets us nice and warm. And then if you can remember which side you finished your kneel to knee lift on, we're going to start on that side this time. So into position, ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So squeeze it up to the front, control that leg down. You can catch yourself if you need to, and then squeeze that glute to the rear. Try and find that center of gravity, stand nice and tall, squeeze your tummy. Keep breathing, head up, looking forward. Just coming up to our halfway point. Keep squeezing that bum cheek, extending that leg. 20 seconds left. Take your time, shake off whenever you need to. Supporting leg, probably biting a little bit more this time. 12 seconds. Last few, single figures. Make sure you flex that heel to get that nice deep glute squeeze and hold it there. Supporting leg got much more of a burn on that time. Same again on the other side. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. A nice big lift, flex the heel, squeeze your legs to the rear, squeeze your bum cheek. Keep breathing, just keep lifting and lowering that leg. Squeeze your tummy muscles, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bum. Keep bracing that core. Halfway there on the timer. Nice and slow and controlled. The reason I'm all the way over here is more for the wall than anything else. pushing through, lifting and lowering. 15 seconds. Not too fast. And hold it there. Shake off those legs. Let's have a bit of a march. So shake off anything that's feeling tight. Roll your shoulders back, correct your posture. That's us all done for this morning. We just need a nice stretch. So we're going to start our stretches stood up. So we're going to start with these thighs. So hold on to something, take hold of one foot, bring your knees together and push your hips out to the front. Remember, if you can't reach your foot, grab the back of your sock or trousers or shoe. Excuse me. Keep pushing those hips forward to keep the tension on. And slowly release, shake it off, change legs. And slowly release there, well done. Take one foot forward, one foot back into a calf stretch. So push your heel down into the ground. Bend your front leg, and if you need to support yourself, you can use a wall, or you can rest your hands on that front leg. So keep that tension on. And then slowly release, step forward. Change those legs over, same again, push that heel down into the ground and hold. Stand nice and tall. And slowly release there, walk forward and shake it off. Let's pop down onto the floor for some stretches for the bum and the tummy and the legs. So onto your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest, take a nice release. And then we're going to let one leg go. And you can either hold it with your, or hold this one with your arms and breathe. And we'll give you some options for the next ones. How's his tummy's rumbling? And then pull that leg across your body, feel your bum and your hips start to stretch. And then out to the side. Open up those knees. And then slide your knee up, rest your ankle against the knee. So some people have said they don't like pulling the leg in on this one. What you can do is rest your hands to the side and use this supporting leg to do all the work for you. So using the leg to push your other leg towards your body and hold. Keep the tension on, keep pushing it closer. And then slowly release, change legs, and then we're going to start at the top. So squeeze this one into your chest, and let's go all the way through that sequence. Just relax the rest of your body, keep breathing. And pull that leg across your body, stretch your bum and hip. down, the leg comes out to the side, open up those hips. Rest your arm on top if you want a bit more resistance. Feel that inner thigh stretching and releasing. And then slide the other knee up, rest this ankle against that knee. And again, use the leg to pull it in. So hold that stretch there, relax your arms to the sides. And slowly release there, shake off those legs. We're going to come up for a hamstring stretch. So before you do that, I want you to roll onto your belly, push up into a swan dive, oh, nearly off screen. Hands under the shoulders, push up from the floor, get your head back. So feel that lengthening in the abdominal area, hold and breathe. And then take it down, roll back into your child's pose. And then come onto your bum. Take your legs nice and long. Flex those heels, point your toes to the sky, straighten up your back, and tilt into those toes to feel that stretch down the back of the legs. Hold and breathe. Keep that tension on, keep breathing. And then take it off all the way and take it back on again. And take it all the way off. Then I want you to take your legs into a nice wide V shape. And we're going to stretch those inner thighs again. So flex the heels, slide your hands away from your body, keep your upper body nice and long and straight. And just bend in at the hip. So feel that stretch there and hold and breathe. And take it off. Take it on again. And take it off, shake those legs out. And that's us all done. Hopefully you're all sufficiently stretched off. Thank you for watching.